Hello, my friends. Andy Falco Jimenez coming live from Yorba, California. These are the three products currently coming out from LifeWise: Restore, Dream, and Clarity. I will get the names down. They are brand new and they're awesome. I got some awesome news about what has happened since I received the products for the first time and began taking them, and it's really interesting. As you know, if you've been in the health and wellness business or supplement business, that you can't make any claims. But I'm going to tell you some things that have happened since I've been taking these products, and it may be coincidence, it may not be. I do have a theory behind some of the great effects behind what it is that has occurred since I've been taking these products and using them on a daily basis. I'm going to show you this one right now. So this is Clarity. Clarity is an awesome product that, for me, has been exactly what it says: clarity. It's been giving me clarity, and I've had two. I testify in court as an expert witness on the subject of police dogs and criminal investigations involving dogs, bites, whether cadaver cases and homicides, to narcotics, cases, and all kinds of different things. And so one of the big tests was I was in Baltimore and had to fly there and didn't get in until 2 a.m. in the morning, and then had a meeting at 6 a.m. in the morning, and then had to be in court at 8:30 in the morning, and then had to testify and was on the stand between 4 and 5 hours, something like that. And Clarity saved my cojones, considering I'd flown from the West Coast to the East Coast and only had a couple hours sleep. Clarity, I give all the credit for what I was able to do there. I'm not sure why Siri's talking to me right now, but this is what you do. You pull open the packaging, and then you see the little stamp there that's sitting there. You take the stamp out, and you take the items out. Stop, Siri. I don't know why she's talking to me right now. And then you just take and put it on your tongue. And then as it dissolves, the nutrients go into the receptors that are on the roof of your mouth and under your tongue and go to work immediately. Just like the same thing for Dream. Dream is the same type of thing. Of course, I'm not going to take Dream now because I don't want to fall asleep during the show. You may fall asleep during one of my shows, but I don't want to be falling asleep during one of my shows. All right. I'm going to get into a devotional that has to do with the title of this particular broadcast. Don't tell my wife, because it's also the devotional tonight for our podcast that we do in the evening called Living Fearless Devotional. But I thought it was appropriate for what it was I want to talk to you guys about a little bit today before we leave the show. Sorry, this thing's still on the roof of my mouth dissolving. But I want to talk about it. It's the title is a Charles Spurgeon devotional, and it's entitled God, Even Our God Shall Bless Us. It's perfect for this whole adventure with this company called LifeWise, and the people that are in it are amazing. Fantastic people, Rob Alwyn and Tracy Gibbs and all the other leadership, and then all the people that have decided to join me. And you could join me for free. The link is in the description. Click the first one that has my whole name on the end of it if you want to look at the products and look at the ingredients. I don't want to take the time to do that. I've done it a couple times, but the ingredients are on the website. Just follow that first link. That'll take you to a place where you can see these three products. We have two more coming out on July 4th. I've talked about those a little bit on other broadcasts, but right now the three that are for sale in this pre-launch. We're in pre-launch mode. So if you join me as a founder, you join for free. I can't say that enough. There's nothing to lose. And then you can buy one or more of the products. You can buy, there's 4 products. There's 3 that are these ones that I held up earlier. And then there's another one that's a training program to be able to run your business in a way that is sound and effective for building your business and creating a large revenue stream. That is available also. And that opens up an 8th level. So you get paid for LifeWise on 7 levels. And then if you join Lead right now, you have to do it right now, then you'll get an 8th level, which is enormous in the payout. It's incredible, the jump. If I have time, I'll show you that again, like I did yesterday before we leave. But so I want to tell you what the little benefit that has come out of this adventure with LifeWise. And for the longest time, I've had it's, I'm 61 years old, and I hate to blame my age, or I even hate to bring attention to my age. I have 6 kids, and the youngest one is 8. And so people go, wait a minute, how old are you? So I have 8, a 12, a 15-year-old, 2 16-year-olds, and a 29-year-old. That equals out to 6, right? I think I named them all. And I'm just very busy. They all have sports. They have a lot going on, and yet, even though I go to the gym 5, sometimes 6 days a week, I've had a difficulty just losing weight, and I hardly eat. Quite honestly, the petite women in my life eat more than I do, and yet I still have not been able to lose weight. And I've always had high blood pressure. As a matter of fact, I'm on blood pressure medication. Now, I've been able to reduce that a little bit with the CBD that I take and have taken in the past, but I've not been able to bring it down to such a level that I can completely quit the medication, because I love to eat. I love to eat good food, and it's so hard for me to give up the things that they tell me that I need to give up so that I can have lower blood pressure. So, what is interesting that since I think it was April 11th, we were able to order product. I had to go to the doctor for some bronchial infection. And of course, they take your weight and they test your blood pressure. And of course, I wasn't high on the blood pressure. It was actually pretty decent. Again, I'm on blood pressure medication, but it was about what they would expect it to be, considering that I'm on blood pressure medication. The weight was higher than I, of course, wanted to be, like I forget what it is, but it was 2 something, 215 or 217, and that is really heavy for me. And so I was like, oh man, I don't want to be that heavy. I don't know what it is I need to do. And I don't eat breakfast. I usually don't eat until about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And then I have another meal. And again, maybe that's it. Maybe I just don't eat enough. That's what some people have told me. You don't eat enough food. I go, well, that's weird. And so, however, I went to the doctor's the day before yesterday. And I had a test. I had to do a stress test. And so I go there to take my stress test. They take my blood pressure. And the first thing that happens to me is my blood pressure is so low that they had to take it again. Those of you that have a blood pressure issue, whether it's too high or too low, if it's high when you get there, they say, okay, normally mine's too high. And they make me, they turn off the light in the room or something like that, or they make me lay down and they say, we'll come back in about, 2 or 3 minutes and then we'll take it again. Or they have me stand up and put my arm on the machine. And they say, if it doesn't go down, we may need to have you go to the emergency room. It happens a lot. And so, but 2 days ago, I'm there. They take my blood pressure, and I look at it and I go, wait a minute, that seems like really low. And she goes, that's really low. And you took your medication today, right? And I said, yeah. She goes, well, wow. Okay. We're going to have to take it again because that's actually too low. So then she takes it again and it goes up just a smidgy. But she goes, your blood pressure is really low. We may have to talk to your doctor about reducing your blood pressure medication. That is just unheard of. Since I've had blood pressure, it's either maintain the amount I have to have or have to increase the amount of blood pressure. For the first time in my entire life, since I was 21 years old, and when they first mentioned to me that I have high blood pressure, for the first time in my life, my blood pressure was so low that they said, we may have to reduce your blood pressure. The other thing is, they took my weight and they go, wow, since you were last here, which was about 2.5 weeks ago, you've lost 6 pounds. What? I've not changed anything really, maybe a few things here and there. But the one big thing, if you were on yesterday when I went live, is that I stopped drinking triple lattes and going to Starbucks and Bodhi and Coffee Bean and Tea Leaf and some other these places. And although none of these products, whether it's Clarity or Dream or Restore, are any kind of diet pill, as far as I know. I'm going to have to ask Tracy Gibb about this, but to lose 6 pounds in 3 weeks and not have changed my diet at all, something's going on. Again, as a side effect, the benefits of not needing to, not having drink coffee anymore. And again, I used to drink a lot of coffee, a couple triple lattes a day, and just taking that out of my daily life. And who knows, the blood pressure thing and the loss of weight is a side effect of perhaps just having good sound products that allow me to sleep better, give me a little bit more energy, have allowed me to get off of any of the coffees and coffee products that I've been drinking, and a very good benefit. Besides the fact yesterday, what I told you, I spend about right now maybe about $300 to $400 less a month on all my trips to Coffee Beans, Starbucks, and Bodhi Coffee. That is another benefit. So saving tons of money and losing weight and my blood pressure being lower than it's ever been before, I believe are great side effects of these products. All right, really quick before I leave you, I want to show you something that's happening at the home office. In case you're wondering, is this place that Andy, you keep talking, does it actually have like a plate, like an office, or is this real what you're talking about? Since it's brand new and nobody's heard of it before. And yes, so here is some pictures of the home office. There's the sign in the front entryway. There's the door. I believe this is, that would be the front door of the oops, sorry about that. The parking lot. And then this is, I guess, where there's going to maybe be some displays, or the receptionist there. I love the rugged look. I believe this is in Arkansas, if I'm not mistaken. I could be mistaken, but Rob, if you see this video and can help me out as to where your location is, I should know this by now, but I used to think it was in Florida, but now I know it's not in Florida. And I just love the antique looking old rules style of decorations there. There's going to be a display case of all the products, I'm sure, as you enter. I love that chair and the welcome sign. I just love it. It almost looks like a little bit of I hate to say Disneyland. What else could I use besides Disneyland? Can't stand. Oh, Knott's Berry Farm. It gives a little Knott's Berry Farm look to it. I guess this is Rob's office, I'm guessing. I don't know. And they're more of the look. But this is the home office that they're currently building and should be done with, I'm sure, any time now. So I think that's really cool that that office is being built, and there'll be a home for LifeWise as we go there. All right, really quick, I just want to read this little bit of devotion. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but at least the portion from Charles Spurgeon. Actually, let me bring it up on the screen so you guys can see it too. I'm going to get rid of that screen share that I just had and bring up a new one. Let's see here. It is. There it is. And bring it up to you so you can see it. Actually, let me go big. And let me see if I can make it so that it fills out more of the screen there. Perhaps. Maybe. How about that? There we go. All right. So this is Charles Spurgeon, Morning by Morning is the devotional. And it says for the title, God, even our own God shall bless us. That's from Psalms 67:6. Charles Spurgeon says, it is strange how little we make use of the spiritual blessings God gives us, but even stranger how little we make use of God himself. Although he is our own God, we don't stay in continual contact with him, and we ask him for very little. How seldom we seek counsel at the hands of the Lord. How often we simply go about our business without seeking his guidance. Even in our troubles, we constantly strive to bear our burdens ourselves instead of casting them upon the Lord so he may sustain us. This is not due to some prohibition against it, for the Lord himself suggests to us, in essence, I am yours, dear soul. Come and make use of me as you will. You may freely approach my spiritual storehouse, and the more often you come, the more welcome you will be. So it is our own fault if we do not partake in the riches of God. So I wanted to read that to you before I left here, and I titled this particular broadcast for LifeWise, that God, even our God shall bless us, is because as we come into this business, there's a bunch of you that have joined me, and I appreciate that and love that, and I hope that you will put much effort into building your business and share it with as many people as possible. Buy as many of the products as you can to share, a package. Say, here's a couple packages. Take these and try them, and you will see how awesome they are, and do all that. But one of the most important things as we go forward with this business called LifeWise is that we continue to understand that this is a faith-based business, and for me, that's really important. And I pray that it never loses that foundation of Jesus Christ being the CEO of the company. And we constantly, as we are take on each day with LifeWise, and as you take on each day with your business, especially again, those of you decided to join me and those that are going to join me in the future. If you don't hurry up and join me by July 4th, it'll end up costing you some money, but because right now it's free and you're able to join and be with a bunch of other believers uh, in a business where you have um, an opportunity to share not only the products, but share the gospel in many ways, like I try to do. Anytime I do a LifeWise TV, Live LifeWise TV broadcast, it is a portion of biblical teaching or aspect to it. And then we talk about the products. And for me, that's going to be important. Now, it's going to probably change as time goes on, as I continue to do these shows and kind of figure out what it is that we're going to do exactly, for a format on the show. But as the business grows and as I take on each day with LifeWise, I'm constantly reminded to pray about the messaging, about making sure that people understand that it's not about the money, but the opportunity to minister to others, about the opportunity to bring good products to others, an opportunity to bring a company to people that is giving $1 a day to a great organization called Tunnel to Towers. That I talk about the leadership that are great people that are um, godly people that follow the scriptures, that want to make sure that as Jesus being our CEO, that we take our instructions from him, that we take instruction from the Bible on how to proceed and how to talk to people, how to act, so that when people see either one of us as a representative for our company, that they see Jesus in when we're doing it, or if they look into the company and how transparent it is about what it is that it's doing and how it's doing it, that that is always present, that God is always present, and his love is present as we build this business. So praying and asking for success, asking for clarity, asking for the words that will honor him, asking for guidance when we decide, hopefully as the company grows, decides to add more products or to maybe change something because maybe we've determined that going this direction is better if we slightly shift and go a maybe a slightly different direction, or what words we're using when we're teaching or talking about building the business, that they are honoring God as we do that. That's so important. And I needed that reminder to pray. I do not pray enough. I do not go to God and seek his counsel as much as I probably should. And so I'm hoping that if that particular portion of the scripture of this devotional speaks to you, that you will do the same, that you will ask for his guidance, that you will look to the Bible to give you knowledge and give you information that will guide you along the way as we're growing this business together. All right. So if you're interested in joining me in this company, feel free to click on any one of the two links. The first link will actually take you to a website so you can see the products. The second link will take you to a form that you just quickly fill out. If you're convinced that what I'm telling you is something you want to do and you want to follow, you can just go to the second link and put your email address in there and then click submit. And then it'll bring another form that you fill out, more information to accept being a founder at LifeWise. And again, it's for free. And then when you want to purchase one of the products, you can do that either from your website, or if you just simply want to buy some of the products and then test them out and then join me, you can do that on the very first link. So either one is appropriate. The first one will give you information, take you to a website where you can see the products and the contents. And then the second one is if you just simply quickly want to join me, then you're going to use that second URL. All right, my friends. Well, we'll be seeing you later. Hetty and I will be on later tonight for the Living Fearless devotional. You can go to our website, resurrectministry.com, resurrectministry.com. That's singular, resurrectministry.com. And you can click on any of the links that will take you to the social platform that you prefer, whether it's YouTube, Twitter. I'm trying to think if actually it takes you to Twitter. I know for sure it takes you to YouTube or Facebook. Or if you just want to listen on a podcast where you don't see the visual, the links are there too. So if you just want to subscribe to the podcast. All right, my friends. But for now, this is livelifewise.tv. If you have any questions and you want to know more, just send me a message, and I'll be more than happy to do my best to answer the question. If I can't, then I'll link you into somebody that will be able to help us. If you want to talk to the creators of LifeWise, you can do that too. Just let me know. All right, my friends. I hope this serves you well, and I will see you at the next one. Take care. Talk to you later.